Okay, guys, now that Tim's gone, what do you guys really think of him?
He's kind of a fucking asshole.
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. We kick him off. We buy our own laptop.
Okay.
We do this without him. Mutiny.
We have no connection, no emotional kind of attachment at all.
I hate the guy.
When Tim walks in, I see a laptop.
Oh, fuck Tim. Sorry, man. Car bomb. That's it.
Intro.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, wait. Fuck. Tim has to put this in as the intro.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 24 of the Up Real Late podcast. My name is Scott Ellis, joined here by Tim McGavick. Sup, Tim?
Oh, you know, excited to be here once again.
Once again.
This episode's going to be great.
Yeah. Also here, Tyler Switowski.
Hello, everyone.
Is your week gone better this week at all?
No, it has not. Actually, last night I was at a Christmas party at home, and I cracked a tooth.
Damn.
Right down the middle. Gummy bears, man. Gummy bears will get you.
Is this some sort of sexual euphemism?
Thank you.
I see threes right there for you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
He's down.
Also here, Adam Franey.
Oh god, he's drooling. He's out.
Ty? Just Ty!
No, just kick him off to the side. He never sees these movies anyway.
The fans won't notice.
Good to be here, Scott. 24.
Good to have you.
Fucking A, right?
Almost 25.
Jack Bauer
The
style.
one we're waiting for. But this week, let's just run down a few topics we're going to talk about this week. As always, we're going to talk about our last scenes. And this week we're actually doing two reviews. Firstly being the Tom Hardy-led film Legend. And also In the Heart of the Sea, directed by Ron Howard. So we're going to get into that later. A little Moby Dick action. And also we have a few...
Sorry, did you say Moby Dick?
Yeah, I said Moby Dick.
Right.
Little Moby Dick action.
And we also got some news topics to talk about, mainly some trailers that dropped this week, including X-Men Apocalypse, the sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Legend of Tarzan, and Independence Day, among others, came out this week, so we'll get into those later. And, of course, if you guys want to skip ahead to any of those topics that I just mentioned, you can go in the description box below on YouTube and click on any of the timestamps, and you can skip ahead. So until, we get into those other later topics, let's start with our last scenes. Anyone want to start us off this week?
Would you mind if old Adam cut in for once?
Wouldn't mind at all. Adam, what do you got for us this week?
Well, Scott, the last movie I saw with you.
You did.
Oh, yeah. Macbeth.
Oh,
Snap.
Macbeth, a Thane of Scotland, receives a prophecy from a trio of witches that one day he will become a king of Scotland. Consumed by ambition and spurred to action by his wife, Macbeth murders his king and takes the throne for himself.
That he does.
This movie we saw at the Tiff Bell Lightbox in Toronto. Shout out.
The only place in the GTA playing this movie.
Yeah. But I
Surprising.
don't know what studio this is. I guess it's an indie movie. But promote this thing, people. Like, one theater in Canada.
It's ridiculous. In Ontario, basically?
In Ontario. Starring Michael Fassbender, Maria Cotillard. Hope I said
Marion
that right.
Cotillard. But yeah, nice try.
Maria, you fuck.
God damn it. You know what, guys? I'm off the podcast. Patty Considine. Great with
He was
names.
in at World's End, or whatever the Edgar Wright film was. He was in
Yeah,
that.
World's
don't
End.
care.
World's End.
David Thewlis. Shout out. Upcoming Wonder Woman star.
Ty's
Professor
tying as
Lupin
well.
himself.
ho, ho.
He's in Legend.
Oh, Legend, right. Yes. I know. Jack Rayner and my new boy, Sean Harris of Prometheus and Rogue Nation fame.
And 71.
Evil Simon Pegg, very nice.
Yes. Yes.
Better known as Evil Simon Pegg. Macbeth is directed by Jason Kurzel.
Justin Kurzel. Is it?
Justin Kurzel.
Oh my god.
You're on
I
fire
can't
today,
speak.
man.
You on
I don't know if
fire.
you guys know that about me. Who's actually only directed one other film. It's an indie. It's on
Snowtown.
Netflix. Snowtown Murders.
Yeah.
Better known for his upcoming film, the Assassin's Creed live action film. I'm looking at you, Ty.
I know you are.
What do you think of Macbeth? Is it a good adaptation? Have you read
Well,
Macbeth, by the way?
Let me start off by saying I've never laid eyes on a single word of Shakespeare.
What?
Okay. Not even in high school.
Weird. You gone through high school.
Yes.
Odd.
You have graduated.
Never laid eyes on a single
Didn't
word
do so
of
well in the
Shakespeare.
old English class, eh?
No, I did actually. This is my
And you
best-
magically did it all
shit.
without reading anything by Shakespeare.
Nothing.
Impressive.
Very impressive, right?
Macbeth.
Didn't understand a word of dialogue. I'll start by saying that.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I felt like I was watching a foreign film
That sucks.
Without subtitles.
without subtitles, but it didn't matter because this movie's amazing, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie. Loved this movie.
It's pretty good, I gotta agree.
I just want to hit it with my rating right now, but I'm not going to. I'll save it. Michael Fassbender is mind-blowingly good in this movie. Scott, feel free to jump in. Scott saw it with me.
Yeah, he's really good.
Am I on the right track?
Yeah.
Yeah, you loved it, right?
Yeah.
We loved it.
And I, like, from my perspective, like, I had to read it and analyze it in high school. Macbeth, the play.
So we're at
So
polar
I
opposite.
have some background knowledge on it. Like, I already knew the story. I already knew where it went. And this was a pretty faithful adaptation of the, material.
I'd have to assume dialogue-wise, it's
Dialogue.
extremely...
They have all the, fair is foul, foul is fair, like, lines and everything.
Yeah, what he said.
Those are from the
true fan.
sisters.
Performances, like, they were the key to me for this movie because
It's all about it.
I didn't need to understand what they were saying. They were conveying how they felt through their performance. Marianne
Cotillard.
Marion Cotillard was fantastic, as she is in everything. Michael Fassbender, amazing. He's cemented my top 5 actors working right now, maybe top 3.
Remember what I told you before the movie? You're like, is this Shakespeare dialogue? I'm like, yeah, but you know that they're gonna portray on their face,
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
give the emotion, like emote, basically.
Right.
You know that you're gonna see that, and then when I watched it, yes, totally,
It was insane. Like,
they're world class actors.
and let's talk. And it's not. Some people might go into it thinking this is just a dry performance piece. They picked this guy to do Assassin's Creed for a reason.
It gets
Visually
bloody.
stunning.
Yeah,
Oh.
the story's pretty bloody.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about violence. I'm visually the
A+
cinematography.
cinematography.
Yeah.
This movie should be
Fucking-
nominated for best cinematography at the Oscars.
Did you guys catch like little bits of Assassin's Creed coming through with Fassbender there? Like you could see it.
Oh, I can definitely see
Yeah.
how this can like directly, like this is like
It's the perfect
it's a
fit.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
Whoever did this is a genius. Did Fassbender choose
Yeah.
the movie himself?
I'm pretty sure Ubisoft was like, look, Fassbender, we love you. We want you to be like Assassin's Creed. Who do you want to direct? Like,
So he's
pick
producing
your own.
it.
Yeah. You're producing. Pick your own director. Pick who you want to work with. And he's like, well, we just did Macbeth, knocked it out of the park. Same director, same cinematographer, same everything.
Yeah.
Marion
Really?
Cotillard's back. Like, they're like, let's
Yeah.
just do it again.
You, Ty, I know you're a fan of the games.
Yes.
You need to see this movie. Like, we should, by all accounts, have our first good video game movie with this movie.
I'll tell you, I'm very nervous about this movie because the only adaptation
not now.
I've
Please
ever
see
seen
Macbeth.
was a really, really bizarre adaptation with Patrick Stewart. Did you guys ever see that?
Of what?
Macbeth?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
I haven't seen
You
any
haven't
of
seen
that.
this?
sorry,
adaptations.
I thought you were nervous about the Assassin's Creed movie.
No, I'm nervous about Macbeth. Seen the movie.
Oh.
There was one
Because-
from the 80s.
Forget Patrick Stewart.
Directed by like Roman Polanski or something.
I think that might have been in it, but it was very bizarre because they kept all the original dialogue, but they just modernized everything.
I'm telling
It
you.
was set in modern times.
Yeah, but they kept the original dialogue from the play.
So
Okay,
like the
this
Leo D, Romeo and Juliet
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
Well, this
Yes.
isn't. This is set
This
in the
isn't
time.
garbage.
Okay.
And it's shot on location in Scotland. Well, I don't know if they shot it in Scotland, but it's all real.
Possible, yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's-
see why not.
On location in the sense that it's like rolling hills. There's real castles. Like, everything was 100% real. I don't know what the budget was on this movie, but there's violence and there's a certain epic scale with some of the battles. Like, there's a large number of people on screen. It's
Fighting like it's 300, like slow mo,
reminding me of 300.
bloody stabbings and
That's the thing. Was it Justin Kurzel?
yeah.
Okay, this is where I saw the Assassin's Creed fit. There's scenes in this movie where Macbeth, Michael Fassbender, is surrounded by soldiers fighting, hacking and slashing each other to pieces, ultra violent, but he's just staring into the camera, and they're speed ramping. He's walking at like normal speed, and everything around him is in slow motion. So you're just seeing people get lobbed into pieces like all around him. Is one of the most amazing like shots I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he's just because he's constantly being like I guess sort of like seduced by these witches that he's seeing.
Appear during the battle.
I don't know if you can touch on it, Mark, because you read the book. Like some of the plot stuff I had questions about because I was like, what are these witches?
What was your...
Well, just what the whole concept of like the witches were with the children that he keeps seeing throughout the movie.
They just appeared to him and like prophesized what would happen to him in life, and then he, he's like, you'll become the Thane of Glamis and you'll become the King of Scotland, and then he believes it, and then it keeps happening. But then he keeps having to like, he leads himself to his own doom basically, like by believing in the prophecy.
Is this like an ambiguous thing? Like, is he?
Yeah, like I don't. There's no like insane? They just appear. Like they're just a story kind of like.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's basically what I got from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know. It was firing on all cylinders for me. Performances knocked out of the park. Cinematography gorgeous. Oh, I haven't even touched on probably my favorite thing in the movie. This is the last point, then I'll give it a rating. The sound design. I don't know. It was probably helped by our theater, but when it says in the synopsis, when he slays the former king, right?
Yeah,
I got that much.
Yeah. David Thewlis, played by David Thewlis.
Did you notice they do something in the sound design where when he puts the knife into him, you just hear this like bass drop.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Like they incorporate score with sound effects in an amazing way, and they did it at other points throughout the movie. Just certain violent scenes would like be sunk up so that when like swords clash, you just get this insane like score drop, like bass drop.
Yeah,
it was mind blowing. Like I don't know, you have to see this movie.
No, okay, now I have to see this movie.
Well, you have to.
What do you think the budget is on it? If you had to guess,
probably like 50 mil or something like that.
I'm gonna say like 10.
Yeah, it's about 20 million.
Okay.
20, really?
Wow.
Okay,
that's incredible.
It sounds like you've done a lot with it because this movie sounds phenomenal. The trailer looked great. I'm super jealous you guys saw it.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it or the end or anything, but like the end cinematography in that last kind of battle with like, the fire. It was amazing.
It's actually in the trailer, which is.
I guess
you don't know it's the end.
Like intensely bright oranges and reds, like fire and like embers floating, and like it's like just amazing cinematography.
Like the red smoke scene in the trailer, just gorgeous. I gotta go. I'm torn. I want to give it the 5-banger so bad. I want to so bad.
Franny 5-banger. Eh?
I want the Franny 5-banger to come out.
The incomprehensible dialogue.
Just the incomprehensible dialogue, which did not by any means ruin the movie. It just, I can't say that I 100% 5-banger level enjoyed it because some of the plot I just had like question marks.
Missed on it? Yeah, because
that great. No spoilers. Great monologue by Marion Cotillard.
Yeah. And
then reveals who she's talking to. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Some of that I didn't quite understand, and then the very end,
there's a lot of soliloquies where it's like them monologuing.
Yes.
For like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, and without the visual like helper, I'm like, oh god, I'm lost. What are they? Like, I'm trying so hard to understand, but
mind racing.
Everything else made up for it. Heavy for
awesome.
Macbeth.
Wow.
Heavy for.
Hope it gets some Oscar love. Have not heard a single word of Oscar buzz for it. So very disappointing, but it's got to get some cinematography, I hope.
I'd probably agree with my rating.
It was well received at cons.
It was?
Yeah, it had a 10-minute standing ovation.
10 minutes?
Wow.
I wanted to give it a 20-minute standing ovation, just me and Scott, with the 5
incredibly
other old
silent
people.
Theater.
Incredibly silent.
All right.
Yeah, so Macbeth.
Awesome. Definitely, we'll see if that comes to Whitby. We'll see.
I hope so. I really, really want to see it.
I hope so for you guys.
Anyone else want to jump in with their last scene?
Could I possibly jump in?
You could.
So I alluded to you guys losing your minds.
You did.
Yes.
You anticipated
Did
us.
You overhyped
our minds.
I do not think I overhyped it at all. I'm gonna rifle off the cast first. All right.
Okay, let's see if we can guess this.
Okay.
I'm sure I will. I'm like 4 for 4.
Rafe Fiennes.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
I was thinking that exact same thing.
So
Nice.
I'll just keep going.
Boom!
I'm rolling.
Rafe Fiennes, Bill Murray, Adrian Brody, Tony Revolori. I'm not sure if I'm assuming that's correct. Edward Norton, Tilda Swinton, Willem Dafoe, Jude Law, F. Murray Abraham, Jeff Goldblum, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, Harvey Keitel, Tom Wilkinson, Matthew Matthew Amalric and Lea Seydoux.
That cast is brutal.
By far the worst.
Did you say Saoirse Ronan in there?
Bunch of
I did, but I didn't know how to pronounce her name, so I just kind of skipped over it.
Bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
She's also in it.
Yeah, she is in that. Thank you, Scott.
Grand Budapest. This is like kind of like a very
Wes
artsy,
Anderson's, yes,
very auteur like film.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Should I go with my rating?
Oh, no. Give us your thoughts. Tease us a little
okay.
bit.
Because I just want to jump in there.
Bury the lead. Just give us a little vague. What's going down?
Okay, so I'll read this off. In the 1930s, the Grand Budapest Hotel is a popular European ski resort, presided over a concierge Gustav H, played by Ralph Fiennes. Zero, a junior lobby boy, becomes Gustav's friend and protege. Just an amazing story behind this. And let me tell you this. This is my first Wes Anderson movie.
Nice. I thought it might have been.
Yeah, because I watched the movie and it was a very different directing style, but it sounded like it looked very familiar.
Okay.
But it was bizarre because I went through all the movies and I'd never seen any of his movies before. Really? So I'm not sure who I'm comparing it to. But it's
there's Wes Anderson imitators out there. I'd say, right?
A friend of mine, James, who I saw with, who you guys know. Shout out to James Williston.
Shout out.
We watched it and he thinks it might be similar to Edgar Wright. Maybe with the smash cuts kind of thing, the way the quick cuts kind of.
I'd say there's like vague similarities.
Yeah, so
not 100%.
Yeah, no, but I still can't figure out who it is.
If you recently, I watched all of Wes Anderson's filmography.
You did.
Get bodied.
That.
Okay.
And like, if you watch all of his films, like visually, they're like all the same. It's all like same visual cues. The primary colors are like very strong,
amazing
visual like impact.
That's
color.
Recent. The primary color thing.
Yeah, I guess like Rushmore and Bottle Rocket.
5 movies have started doing that.
Yeah, but still also like the sideways like slide cuts.
Oh yeah. He's always been doing that.
That's like very Wes Anderson, and the kind of his humor is very noticeable as well.
Yeah, of course.
There was one scene in particular I want to mention. It was kind of an amazing thing for Ralph Fiennes.
Have you said what you thought of the movie? I just did. Have you?
No, go
actually,
ahead.
I don't think I did. Actually, I fucking loved it. Like, I was kind of beating around the bush there.
I think you would love this movie.
Yeah.
Because Ralph Fiennes' character, I could just see you loving that.
Amazing.
Of course. I knew it.
Love Ralph Fiennes.
It was when he was on the train talking to Zero, the other character. It was it was one long take, and it's just he just kept rifling on and on. It was just incredible.
He's a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch this. I don't remember that part.
I might go home and rewatch it now. Just to listeners know, I watched it like a half hour before we started recording, and
okay.
Yeah,
I might
go watch it again.
One scene again with Ralph Fiennes where he goes into the hotel and he's like about to be arrested.
Yeah,
and then he just like he's like walking up towards the camera, and the camera's like still, and he just turns around and runs, just in a straight line, and the camera just stays in the same spot and just lets him run for like 20 seconds.
Was that the scene
run up the stairs.
you're referring to on the train when he's talking to Zero?
No, this is when he was just like his line. He memorized like one incredible long line.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah,
that when they were like standing like super close together.
Yeah. And so I was sitting there, and I'm like, he's still going. Like they didn't cut, and he's not like.
I do remember that. That was amazing.
Yeah,
you're right.
It was just, and so I saw what was the movie with Ralph Fiennes? I saw Colin Farrell.
Skyfall.
No, Colin Farrell.
Okay.
In Bruges.
And so I saw this and I was like, wow, okay, I'm kind of seeing Ralph Fiennes in a new light here. I didn't think that, I thought that was like the weirdest I'd ever see Ralph Fiennes. Nope. Saw this. Very, very different.
I mean, we've seen him as Voldemort, so
it's
pretty weird.
That's the weirdest thing. Ralph Fiennes without a nose.
The awkward hug in the last one.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello. Was he nominated for the Academy Award for Grand Budapest?
He might have been.
I think he must have. It was up for a ton of awards.
And I can see why.
It did well at the Oscars. It won like best set, best costumes, all that jazz.
No, best ensemble.
No,
they don't
no
have
ensemble award, but
they should have.
They should have.
Insane ensemble.
I know. Like, every time I saw like a new actor, I'd look over at my friend James. I'm like, seriously? Like Edward Norton, Owen Wilson. I was like,
Jason Schwartzman has like such a small role.
Yeah, I was expecting more. Like
He's in like not every, but most.
Same with the Wilson brothers, I think I've heard.
If you see a lot of other Wes Anderson movies, it's like that. There's a lot of cameos.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody's and like Darjeeling Limited and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of carryovers from.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw Adrian Brody, I'm like, oh man, Andre Braugher, he's in this. I'm like,
oh my god,
not the same guy.
No.
Yeah, not
Andre. Who?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I got my dad watching it, by the way, now.
Great show. Great show.
Shout out.
I guess. We're taking over there.
So I'm going to rate this puppy for you.
Do it.
Can I just say Ray Fiennes not nominated for Best Actor?
Not nominated.
Ruthless.
Pretty sure he was a snub then.
No acting nominations. Best Original Screenplay, Best Director for Wes Anderson nominations. And it won just like Best Sound Editing, Best Score, Best Costume, Best Makeup.
Wow.
Okay. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm going to give this a 5-banger.
Holy
shit.
5 banged it?
A 5-banger.
You did what I couldn't for Macbeth.
Yeah.
You sick fuck.
Just a great... And this makes me want to go and watch more Wes Anderson movies. If this is his directing style,
you better.
Like...
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I was going to say 3 words.
Yeah,
that's one of his best.
Top 10 movie of all time for me.
All time.
Yikes.
I think that's next for me.
I love that movie.
Top
I really like Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
That's my favorite Wes Anderson movie.
Good movie.
Bill Murray. You've seen it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Rushmore's another class. I
would love Rushmore, actually.
That's okay.
On my lower end of his films.
Darjeeling Limited is very good.
Yeah, you're happy, eh?
Darjeeling's great.
I'm just shocked. I don't even love it. I'm just like happy. I knew you would love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
who wants to jump in next?
I'm gonna go first before you.
Yeah. You want to jump in there with your last scene?
Fucking Tim.
What do you got for us this week?
Typical.
A grieving father and his son's life is turned upside down when a long-haired, foul-mouthed squatter moves into the garage.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
This is the 2010 movie Hesher.
Oh my god!
Starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
How'd you know?
Natalie Portman.
I don't know.
Devin Brochure.
I haven't seen it, but
Rainn Wilson and Laurie Piper.
Hold on. So you're telling me as soon as he said long-haired squatter in a garage, you automatically just thought of Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah, sure, because I seen the trailer for it. I knew.
Oh, okay. So you knew you didn't just guess Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No.
Okay.
Long-haired squatter.
So this was written by Spencer Susser and David Michaud, who wrote. David Michaud wrote the Rover. Adam, as well as Animal Kingdom and something else as well. I think he wrote that one as well. And it's directed by Spencer Susser. He hasn't really done a whole lot more than that.
Love the Rover.
So this is a dark comedy. So basically what happens, the father, Rainn Wilson, and the kid, Devin Brochure, their mother had just died in a car accident a couple months beforehand. And the kid's like obsessed with like the car. Like he doesn't know why his dad wants to sell it and stuff. Rainn Wilson's addicted to pills. He's like medicating himself. He's just like asleep in a couch and chair the whole time. And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt pops up. He's got like long, greasy hair, just like foul mouth. He has all like these stories that you think are really deep metaphors at first, and then you think it's gonna like end with him being all sentimental, and then it doesn't. He's one about like one of his nuts getting like blown off. He has another one about like his grandma wants to go for a walk, and he starts going on about like how the kid should go for a walk with his grandma because there's like people out there that are going to rape her and stuff.
Oh my god.
It's dark. Very, very dark.
Classic JGL.
Classic JGL.
Scumbag.
He was great, actually. There's really some really funny moments where like, because his whole life is like heavy metal type stuff, like that's what he listens to. So like when his character like first pops up on screen, there's just like a heavy guitar riff.
Wow.
It's funny. There's some funny moments.
That sounds like a 90s sitcom or something.
It was. It was
almost like Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson was surprisingly good, actually.
Really?
Did not remind me of Dwight, which was really surprising. Yeah, he was actually very, very,
Can't
very,
even
very
imagine
good.
him not reminding me of Dwight ever.
Right. I don't know.
So he did the impossible.
I was shocked. The kid is quite good too. I was surprised. That's another. We've seen a surgence of kids recently who can act. He's pretty good. Jack Tremblay from The Room was great. Mm-hmm. It's coming along for kid actors.
Tom Holland.
To be seen.
And have seen now.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah.
He's in RC.
Oh, we have to see that?
That's Spider-Man. You're fucked.
To be seen.
Overall, this movie doesn't quite hit all the right notes for me. It just doesn't have much style to it at all. Really, it's kind of bleh. There's some scenes though that are pretty hilarious or just dark. They stand out a bit, but overall, it's okay. I'm gonna hit it with a 3 out of 5 reel.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 reels.
That's down, man.
Decent little watch.
Not a heavy 4 or 5.
It's not a heavy 4 or 5. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't bring it.
It's Netflix and chill.
Killing my vibe.
You're bringing us down, man.
Wow. Well, let me jump
Scotty
in.
Scotty, save the day.
Here we go. Let's
With,
hear what this movie has.
This little film that we got here. Set in the neon-lit nightclub environments of Tokyo, the story follows Oscar, a young American drug dealer who gets, spoiler, shot by the police, but continues to watch subsequent events during an out-of-body experience. Directed by Gaspar Noé, who also directed Love, that I watched this year. This is Enter the Void. Came out May 5th, 2010. Wow. This movie is kind of crazy.
This is POV, right?
Sorry?
Is this the POV one?
Mostly shot in POV shots and third-person views, like behind the head. And it's sort of an experience. Starring Nathaniel Brown, who stars as Oscar, although you don't see him much. He's sort of, because he's like the POV character.
POV, yeah.
So you see him in some scenes, like behind, you see his head, and other shots during the movie. But mostly, it's he has a sister in the film, played by Paz de la Huerta, and she was kind of the main focus in a lot of the movie. But this movie was crazy. 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Holy shit!
Of just basically watching this guy who gets killed in the first 20 minutes. Although,
spoiler.
It's not really spoiler
That's
because there's another hour, 2 hours and 20 minutes after that.
I'm not seeing it.
But it was basically one take, like POV for the first like 20 minutes.
One take.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there was a lot of spots where I could see where they would have like sneaky edits,
like Birdman,
like
style.
passing through a door frame
Birdman.
overhead. Yeah, but it was still like POV first 20 minutes, and then it ends with like boom, getting shot. It's like, it's crazy. And I will say the intro, like the sort of title sequence, is like insane. It's like, if you have epilepsy, this is not the movie for you. It's like strobes, like like just craziness.
Anderson from the Film Vault has reviewed this movie before, and apparently like people were like passing out in theaters from like just the opening credits because they're like super intense.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
just the visual aspect of this movie is pretty amazing, and the sound design, those like experimental like floating music. It's like crazy, and the cinematography is mostly shot, at least for most of the movie, overhead like crane shots, like as if you're like floating because you're sort of experiencing it through the eyes of this guy who's just died, and he's sort of trying to, be reincarnated. It's like weirdness, but he's like viewing what's happening to all the people in his life around him. You get more backstory on his sister, on his friend, on like some other people, what happens to them after he dies. He like views his own autopsy. And like he's the flashbacks to like his parents and like his sister when they were children. And
I'm wide-eyed in astonishment, Scott. You gotta tell me, what did you think? You're selling me. I want to see this now.
It's really good. It's hard to sort of quantify because it's so different from any other kind of film that I've seen other than Love, which I've seen Love. Yeah, which is another movie he did, which is sort of another kind of weird, just like an experience of a movie. I could see some people thinking about Enter the Void, thinking is very dull, and maybe not dull, but very slow, and I don't know, just nothing. It's hard to explain.
Is it like a challenging view? Like it challenges the viewer? And a lot of people don't want that.
Yeah,
obviously. They just want something comforting or something.
Like there isn't like a crazy, plot. There isn't like much of a plot.
Right.
He's just sort of viewing what's happening in the aftermath of his own death.
Okay.
And there's a lot of sex, like just full frontal sex, a lot of drugs, and a lot of like
I'm in
hallucination like scenes. Like in the beginning, he like does this drug called DMT, which is like a hallucinogenic like psychedelic drug.
Ty's done it,
and it's just all these crazy like visual like scenes of just crazy. I don't know. It was pretty psychedelic. And also the director, I was reading about it. he like went to the Amazon and like did DMT where it's like legal.
Shit, of course.
To like do research on it, which is
crazy. I read about that.
Guys, it's for a movie.
The article, what's his name? Gaspar Noé?
Yeah.
Like 10 crazy things Gaspar Noé's done for
research
for making his movies, and one of them was that. Yeah.
He went to the Amazon and did some psychedelic drug to do research.
I know. It's insane.
His movies are all pretty weird.
Yeah.
He's done Irreversible, which is probably like his most well-known quote unquote movie, which is like it runs backwards. Not quite like Memento. It's like it takes place, I think, into like there are like 3 or 4 20-minute segments, but you see the last one first, and then preceding that,
yeah,
etc. etc. He always does something weird in like his movies.
There was an interesting tie-in to Love that I noticed. Like there was some character that was building this like set of like Tokyo with all these like neon craziness. It was like a Love hotel like model, and in Love, that model is like in the guy's apartment. I don't know, random connection there.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Did you watch after the credits? Is there like a Avengers stinger?
Oh god, no.
No.
But Gaspar Noé also described this as a psychedelic melodrama. I would definitely agree with that. It's very melodramatic, all the things that happen. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's sort of, again, it's hard to quantify.
Yeah, I know how you...
Because it's mostly like overhead crane shots, like floating, and like going into like fisheye views, and like going through lights, and like flying overhead from like one building, and you're like over a lot of overhead shots flying over the streets, and like cutting through walls, and then going to another room and like experiencing and viewing what's happening there from like above, and it's weird. I would probably give it 4 to 5. 4 to 5. As far as movie experiences goes, yeah, I can't really give it 5 banger because there wasn't much plot. It was 2 hours and 40 minutes of just viewing stuff.
Do you think it would increase on like repeat watches when
Possibly,
you're more comfortable with like what you're in for?
I guess
could have been like sensory overload.
You know what? I'm gonna go heavy 4.
Heavy
shit!
You just talked him up.
As far as experiences go, this is a movie that you just experience. It's just hard to explain, but definitely recommend.
That's how I felt about Under the Skin. I don't know how to quantify it with a rating. It's more of an experience, like an enemy, stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. So definitely check it out if you're feeling like an experimental movie, because it's wild. I think with that, let's move on into our first review of the week, and that is Legend, directed by Brian Helgeland, starring Tom Hardy, Emily Browning, David Thewlis, Christopher Eccleston, Chaz Palminteri, Taron Egerton, and Paul Bettany also round out the cast. This movie is about Ronald and Reggie Cray, who were gangsters in London in the 60s.
That shit cray.
That shit be cray. And it's sort of like a biopic, I guess, describing their experiences through the 60s and 70s and their sort of rise and fall, I guess. But what do we think of Legend? Tim, you just saw it today.
Literally just saw both the movies we were reviewing in the last
also Ty.
8 hours.
What do you think of Legend? Thoughts?
I liked Legend. It was a little long, I think. They probably could have trimmed some parts. That being said, Tom Hardy was phenomenal.
Yes, he was.
In both roles. He distinguished himself completely. Like, you never got confused about which twin was which.
Yeah.
Which you get a lot of in movies where it happens where I'm not sure which one is this one.
He plays twins.
Totally different characters. Completely different characters with their own personality, own traits, own way of speaking, own look.
Although Reggie Cray, I mean, he had glasses. It was very, he had glasses.
Yes.
Even
but
hair.
Also,
his lips,
teeth work and lips work.
And his nose. I did notice their noses were different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting there. Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. Solid.
Liked it.
There wasn't much style I found to it.
Yeah.
There's a single take scene. I don't know if you guys even noticed when he's in the bar on the date, and then he goes off into another room. That's a single take, but you barely even notice it's a single take because there's no style to it. It's literally just
they kept moving,
slowly follow him.
Yeah.
They talk for a bit, and it goes back. I'm like, was that a single take?
Yeah,
I think so.
And then actually, when he sat back down and continued talking to Emily Browning, you realized he was still talking.
Yeah, I was
but
that's a
they
single
didn't
take.
do it well.
That's not super. I've seen like some
I
better
almost
ones this
wish,
year.
like, I feel like some directors, they're like, they're
Who
doing a
directed
gangster
this?
movie.
Has this guy done anything else?
Okay, here we go. He did 42, the Jackie Robinson film,
Ugh.
and
Oof.
but he also wrote L.A. Confidential
Ooh.
and Mystic River.
Ooh. This guy's
But he wrote it. He didn't direct
I
it.
was saying you should keep writing.
He didn't direct it. He also
Ruthless.
written a few like kind of bombs recently. I don't remember them. I didn't write them down.
I happen to have my memory banks open.
Enlighten us.
going.
For
What are those
just
bombs that he wrote recently?
his writing filmography: A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master,
Easily the worst one.
1988.
on,
Highway to Hell, 1991. I'm just going the ones I've heard of. L.A. Confidential, 97. A Knight's Tale, 2001.
Okay.
This guy is all
Jeez.
like all over the map.
All over the place here. Mystic River, 2003. Man on Fire, 2004.
Ooh.
Well reviewed.
That's
Tim's shaking his head at me.
No, I'm just
okay.
going on with you.
That's a good
Taking
one.
of Pelham 123, 2009.
Yikes!
Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant.
Oh, God.
That's the bomb I was
I don't
thinking
know
of.
what that is.
Cirque du Freak.
Green Zone 2010. Matt Damon wishes I didn't know what that was. Robin Hood with Russell Crowe 2010. Hoik 42 2013.
Okay, so
Wow.
pretty
He's got
extensive.
horror.
Those are his
He's got
writing.
cop drama. He's got just general action drama. This guy's
And
crazy.
Period piece.
He
Period
directed A Knight's Tale 42 and now Legend. And he also wrote Legend.
That is odd.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like he, I feel like, directors. Some of these directors, they're like, okay, we're doing a film with the Craig brothers, like gangsters, 60s, whatever. We need to do a one take something. It's like they've all seen Casino or something, or
Goodfellas.
they've seen Goodfellas. Sorry, and we need that one take,
Yeah.
and they do the one take, and then
Just like you don't even know.
just to say that they did it.
Yeah.
But that there doesn't add, like you said, style. Doesn't mean there's style to it, to the whole movie.
Like these guys are so crazy in real life. Like have fun with this movie. I feel like it could have been way more fun than what it was.
That's the thing. When we saw the trailer for it, I got really super. This is like back when I was like still learning about Tom Hardy. You guys were like introducing him to me. So I watched the trailer. I got super excited for
That
it.
sweet, sweet man.
And he it felt
Yeah, what did you think about it?
bland. I think is the best word to describe it. Like it feels like it could have been a lot crazier. I think to kind of piggyback on what Tim said. I feel like it could have been better.
Yeah, for me, like
Ruthless.
Yeah.
the scenes I really enjoyed was like Reggie and Ronnie Cray like together, like wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
Like I love those scenes where like they go to the bar to like meet those guys. Like
That bar fight is
That
great.
was amazing.
I came here for a shootout, like that kind of like.
Came here for a fucking shootout. And he just like
Western.
that was just
And then
amazing.
he walks out and then leaves Ronnie like Cray there, and then you're like, oh, like what's gonna happen? Like, and then he comes back and like with a hammer, like it's like
2 hammers.
yeah, 2 hammers.
So good.
Like that was pretty good, and like obviously the scene when they like fight each other, like that. I don't even know how they shot that with a double and superimpose the face. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like just even I don't even know. Can't even think about how they would have shot that, but those scenes I really enjoyed. But the rest of it just the plot itself, there wasn't much to it.
No.
There wasn't. I don't know. It
I
was
feel like there
missing
was,
something.
I feel like there wasn't a point. I feel like it was just kind of telling a story, which is it's not a bad thing. But I feel like it got like it just kept going, and it's just like, what's the point? What's going to happen here?
Yeah,
You know,
there's
like
something missing in the
yeah,
in
like a
the
big turn
screenplay
at the
for me.
end. So it was nothing.
Yeah, Adam, what are your thoughts on Legend?
Well, so Scott, what did you think? Like in a word, just
It's
You
okay.
said- 10, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That was alright.
It's okay, it's okay, it's alright.
Yeah, you know me.
I loved Legend.
Really
Really.
interesting.
I really liked it. I guess won't barely. It's not a 5. I guess 5 is low, but I really liked it a lot. I'm surprised you guys aren't. I don't know. I'm surprised you guys didn't like it more. You seem very not down on it, but very
No, like
underwhelmed.
it's solid, but I think there's
potential for
Missed
more.
there's a
Potential.
better movie here. I
Yeah.
think that could have been made.
There's a better movie to be had.
Yeah,
I feel like
guess
in
that's fair.
in someone's hand other than Brian
Yeah.
Helgeland.
Somebody else was at the helm of
You know what I
this.
mean? Like you get a Scorsese or like you get
Wow.
obviously,
What
but I
the
mean
hell?
with this topic though, with this subject matter,
Right.
You could get someone who could give their own personal style and give more to it than Brian Helgeland.
I thought it was stylized, actually. I'm surprised you guys are saying that. Yeah.
Really?
It had a lot of the it kind of had that Mad Max-ish fast focus look, that like fast footage, like when they were fighting and tumbling guys over tables and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know, Scorsese can't do every gangster movie. Like
I know. Obviously,
someone has to do it, right?
Yeah.
I just hitting up memory banks. A few things that I have to say here. First things first. Theater smelled like shit. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, you got
I
the
remember you
environment?
writing
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the theater I was in, not in the movie. The theater I was in.
Okay.
Just smelled horrendous. Now that's out of the way. Do you remember that, Scott?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Well, listeners, keep that in mind.
That will lower your film rating by one whole reel.
Yeah,
That's why it's
the
not a
experience
5.
itself.
That's literally the only reason. No. Tom Hardy, another different voice / accent.
I know,
He's
crazy.
never done the same voice twice. He's got this almost like you almost can't understand him. Cockney, I guess. Is it Cockney?
Yes.
It's at this London street
I think it's like
slang.
just East End London. It's just
Yeah.
like-
It just.
Eastender.
And he's not holding back at all. It's just like full. He went full London.
There's a couple times where I like turned to you, Adam. I'm like, what
What
was
did
that?
you just say?
Yeah, I missed the line.
exactly.
Especially with Ronnie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which is Ronnie the gay brother?
Yeah.
Yes. So I was gonna say Reggie is the other one.
Yeah.
I loved his performance as Reggie at that whole beginning when he's just walking in the streets in the suit. I'm like, okay, my vote is Bond. Like, perfect. Throw him in there. I'm looking at the
Interesting.
Bond
Yeah.
aficionado here.
Interesting you should say that. After seeing this, I am firmly
don't want
against Tom Hardy. being
Really?
Bond. He doesn't. He
As Reggie?
yeah. Nothing. Like he got like the
Really?
maybe from like the face down or like no like the neck down then maybe but like he did. I don't see like the. I got nothing from
With the
face.
slick hair? No.
No.
Nothing. Really? Okay.
Actually, interesting you should say that. After I was reading a quick synopsis. After sorry, I gotta jump in.
No.
quickly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is a little bit of a Ty's fuck up. I know how much you guys love him.
Love him.
I was looking at. I was reading through the cast and I'm like, oh, David Thewlis. This is the guy I want to see as Bond. So maybe I'm gonna see this guy's Bond and maybe I'll compare him with
I would love
Tom
that,
Hardy.
but-
No, Damian Lewis. Not the same guy.
Not David
Oh,
Thewlis.
My friend's like,
God.
really? David Thewlis? He's really old.
Professor Lupin?
Yeah. He's
Really?
like, you guys.
I see it.
I
Yeah.
see it. I do. I see it.
So yeah, but no, I don't see him as Bond. David
Ty doesn't see
Thewlis,
him as Bond. He's out.
David Thewlis, or Tom Hardy. I don't see either of them as Bond.
I also didn't really buy
Ruthless.
the chemistry with Emily Browning. I'm not a huge fan of her as an actress. I don't know. I didn't buy into that for
No.
some reason.
They felt like disconnected, like the two of them. I didn't see the
Maybe
actual.
we just saw Man from U.N.C.L.E., but like for Candor would have been way better in this movie.
Who? Oh, Alicia
Alicia
Vikander.
I mean,
Yeah.
for Candor would have killed it in this movie with Tom
Yeah.
Hardy. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe she
yeah,
just did like a
that's-
similar like British. I think she was British in Man from U.N.C.L.E. She
Yeah,
might be
she was,
American,
yeah.
whatever.
She's
But that
Swedish,
seems
but-
like '60s spy gangster type thing going on.
Yeah,
right?
I think she would.
I think she would kill it.
For
Is
sure.
is Emily Browning English?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, so I've seen her like with an American accent in a few movies.
Like Sucker Punch, probably.
Yeah, Sucker Punch, and then there was
Series of
Pompeii,
Wonders.
maybe.
yes. But then I was just like, okay, never mind, she is British. And I was like, I was gonna give her an amazing job on the accent, but fuck you, she's British.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
You had some other points.
again, disagree wholeheartedly. You guys
Really?
are fucked. Yeah.
The what?
The chemistry thing with Emily.
Really?
Is her name? What's her name?
Emily Browning.
Browning. I can't not say Emily Blunt. It's so hard. When they meet and she's doing like the lemon thing popping out of his mouth and her mom comes out, I love that. I ate that shit up. I thought it was hilarious. You guys didn't like that?
Well,
That's
that
pretty cute.
yes, but then after that, it kind of it was just nothing after that. I think.
Okay, maybe after. I don't know. That's the one that stuck in my head. Just a couple more things. I thought he was like on 11 the entire time as Ronnie. I'm mixing names up a lot. The gay brother?
Yeah, Ronnie.
He's kind of like went full retard a little bit. He was good, but a little over the top for me.
Well, he was a
Yeah, you know you can't use that term
Insane.
anymore, right? Like,
schizophrenic.
He
so
was
yeah, it makes sense.
insane in real
Literally
life.
insane. I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's. I don't know. Just somehow I was like, even an insane person doesn't act like this. Like he just felt like a cartoon character a little bit. Love the setting. Love the costumes. Like just had the total 60s vibe. Reminded me of what was that movie we watched with Michael Caine?
Get Carter?
Was it Get Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me of that, like a vintage throwback, like 60s British kind of spy type movie, again, which is why I think he'd be great for Bond.
There was some shots in this that actually reminded me of Guy Ritchie.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some
Yeah.
I was thinking Guy Ritchie, Matthew Vaughn vibe
Yeah.
from the directing style, which is why, I thought there was some style. Granted, it's not necessarily original, but style nonetheless. I thought Paul Bettany was hilarious in what is a cameo to me. Was he known to be in this movie?
Unutilized, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I thought it was a cameo. Like, I didn't see him in the trailer. Was he in the trailer?
I
No.
don't think so, no.
Yeah, so, like... as
Taron
a cameo,
Egerton
of
also...
course. Now, that, I agree. Taron Egerton was underutilized. I didn't realize he was just going to be, like, his
The
boyfriend.
sidekick, the
sidekick
boy toy.
thing. Yeah. I remember specifically thinking, because we just watched Return of the Jedi, this is the Salacious Crumb of this movie.
Yeah.
He's basically just laughing and clapping like everything Tom Hardy says.
Wow, a Salacious Crumb connection.
Shout out to Salacious Crumb.
I'll put a photo of Salacious Crumb right now.
I don't see how this movie doesn't win Best Editing at the Academy Awards for the scenes with Tom Hardy talking to himself.
Yeah.
And just the whole fight scene with him fighting himself.
Yeah.
Seamless.
Yeah, it really
editing
was.
Or is that effects? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Depends on
just
how you
editing.
did it.
Actually, yeah, it might be effects. I
I
think.
don't know.
Doesn't matter how much you edit it. You have
That's
to have
not.
the
There's
effects.
no
Yeah.
editing happening there, right?
There's not?
That's
That
all
definitely... What do you
compositing.
mean? That's
I don't know. Is that
being
editing? I don't know.
You can have amazing
No.
editing, but if you don't use the effects of the double face, then doesn't matter.
Oh,
how
you
much
mean just
edit.
the way? Oh, the way they shot.
I'm
them
saying I don't
talking
think
to
there
each
was
other.
any effects. They were like you're behind Ronnie's head while you're seeing Reggie's face, and then vice versa.
There's scenes where you see both of them.
Yeah.
In the same-
talking.
Yeah, there's some.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, I'm basically talking about the fight scene.
Okay.
I think
okay.
that alone should win them best editing.
Okay.
It won't, but it will.
Perfect.
I agree with
And
him on that.
I thought it was hilarious Tom Hardy dancing at the end. Do you guys remember this
Yeah.
at that Christmas party? I was losing it. I don't know if
Yeah.
people know Tom Hardy's my second favorite actor. So maybe that was why I loved it so much. I could just watch him do anything. He's amazing. But watching him dance like that as Ronnie
Yeah,
was hilarious. Just, I lost it.
that was good.
And I guess I have one more point, but I guess it's spoiler. Just the violence in general in the movie was shocking. My jaw was dropped at that bar fight that you alluded to with the two hammers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. They just went nuts
Yeah.
with the, like, ultra violence Clockwork Orange style.
That was. I do want to say like I don't hate this movie. Like
You hate
No,
it.
I like this movie.
Yeah, no,
I
fun.
pointed out some negatives.
Zeros all around.
I still really like Tom
Worse
Hardy's
than
performance.
Fantastic Four.
Oh,
there.
we can't even
Negative.
joke
No,
about that.
yeah, Tom Hardy was phenomenal in this.
Like him alone makes it worth the admission price.
Now
I'd love to
you're,
see an Oscar nom, but
Now
that
you're
won't happen.
talking. No, I
He's
know
more
it won't happen. but-
inclined to get one for The Revenant, from what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Than over this.
supporting
Yeah.
actor.
He's getting.
I've heard people saying like he better get some recognition. If you look at the year he's had, Revenant, Mad Max, Legend. I could be even leaving something out.
I think you might be. I think there's something else.
That's three big movies that.
It's
I mean,
like-
Legend. Regardless of what you thought of the movie, Tom Hardy playing two characters. He's basically on screen the entire movie.
It's probably the best double performance I've seen.
Oof, I don't know. Lindsay Lohan nailed it.
Oh god,
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't even think of any other
I
ones
agree.
off the top of my head. I mean that's
What double performances?
yeah.
The Ed Norton one in Leaves of Grass is decent.
I don't know what that is.
Cool.
No idea what you
And
said.
grasshoppers.
I mean,
Crickets.
Army Hammer was really average, also.
Social Network, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, definitely the best double performance I'd say
Yeah.
ever. Not that there's a ton to pick from. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
We want to give our ratings and move on to some quick spoilers if you want to.
You go
Start us
first,
off,
and
Adam.
then we'll dumb you down after that.
I will go 4 reels out of 5 for this puppy. Very
Okay.
much enjoyed it. Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna go 3. Scott's going 3 out of 5 reels.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Scott on this one. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm playing between light 3 and 3. I'm gonna go 3 reels.
Oh,
Three
I'm gonna
reels.
go. Fuck myself. That
Yeah.
is.
All right, with that out of the way, we got any spoilers that we want to talk about? Any scenes specifically that might be spoilery?
Can I jump in?
Sure. Yeah.
The one that made me kind of snowball into the ultra violence. The stabbing scene at the end.
That was brutal.
When Tom Hardy snaps.
With like the 2.5-inch knife.
Yeah. Was it who? Reggie?
Reggie.
I'm brutal. I don't know.
Yeah. It was when Reggie snapped, not the psychotic one.
Yeah, not the paranoid schizophrenic. The one that was more sane.
Yes, Reggie finally and I love that moment. Like Reggie's
stabbed him like 30
one.
times.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Ronnie is kind of like, holy shit, chill, dude.
He coaxed him into that, which was hilarious because he set him up for that freak out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they just made it worse.
Yeah, like I guess he was raging because he killed David Thewlis.
Yeah.
Or shot David Thewlis and got them screwed over.
Yeah.
Essentially, right? And he just was like, and he even says like, I'm only stabbing him because you're my brother and I can't stab you, even though I really want to. Yeah. Loved that. That was amazing.
I want to go back to the chemistry thing with Emily Browning and Tom Hardy when she kills herself.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, he shows up. Like I saw nothing.
Really?
Like he puts the ring on. Like I saw like what like could have been like something. Like I saw what could have been emotion, but I got nothing. I didn't feel it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was gonna bring that up. Like I didn't feel anything when she killed herself.
No,
I didn't care.
Nah.
Like just the way it was shot, like I don't know, there was no emotional impact.
I can agree with that. I thought her motivation wasn't there.
No.
Yeah, I was like, why?
Off herself.
Yeah, it was.
Although I thought it was very like haunting how she was popping those pills in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was like I just thought that was creepy, just the way they did that scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I didn't like the motivation. That's kind of the biggest flaw of the movie. I was like, why would she just kill herself over this guy? Like I didn't necessarily feel that they were like madly in love, right?
Exactly. Like I didn't feel it.
That doesn't mean I didn't like their chemistry though.
I feel like it was missing a lot of stuff from her character. You know, because like they alluded like once or twice how like she had a rough past or something like that. Like they brought up something, but it's just like they never actually went into it. So now all of a sudden she's like ridiculously depressed and wants to kill herself. Like she seemed like pretty okay. She seemed pretty tame, but like they kept talking about how messed up she was, but we never actually saw it until she killed herself.
Yeah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Tim, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Tim.
Nice.
All right.
we got any other things we want to mention?
Pretty sure that should be.
Shout out to the Film Vault again. Anderson brought up a great point. Reggie met Bronson in jail.
Holy shit!
Missed opportunity.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Do you know Bronson?
Oh, in real life.
In real life. They met in real life. And
he goes to jail.
Reggie has gone on record saying that was the most terrifying thing he's ever done in prison. Meeting Charles Bronson, who's like the most famous London criminal.
Okay, hold on. Bronson is
not the actor.
Okay.
Charles Bronson.
Okay, something. Okay, so there's an actual Reggie from Film Vault. What are you saying? No. Okay, I'm so lost here.
They just brought the point up.
Jesus.
Okay.
There's a London gangster or criminal called Charles Bronson.
Okay.
That's what he called himself. Who's been in prison for like 40 years. Reggie, when he went to prison in real life, met him in real life.
Yeah.
The character Reggie.
Yes.
Okay.
But the
Tom Hardy has played Bronson as well in the movie. So
in the movie Bronson, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, he was in jail. And I actually noticed that.
Have a meet. It'd be fun.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, just add another third Tom Hardy performance.
Go full Mike Myers.
It'd be hilarious.
Full Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I noticed that when he was in jail. I'm like, this is reminding me of Bronson.
That's hilarious, really?
For some reason. Yeah.
Tom Hardy's good at playing like insane criminals.
Yeah.
Does that say
he does
something
have
about
a
his
criminal
character?
past. He does seem to be insane. Interesting.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Ask Inarritu.
Apparently they
wrestling
wrestled.
match.
Yeah, I think with that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of spoilers to say. The bar fight was great.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Badass fight.
You can see the fighting difference between the two characters, which was great. Like Ronnie was very like,
love that,
going to use his hammers, and then Reggie had like the brass knuckles and was like just straight up boxing guys.
Yeah,
he boxed as a kid, right? So you see where he's just like feeding guys shots like really quickly. I was like, fuck.
Again, something I don't feel like they touched on enough. Like I would have liked to have seen a little bit more about his past and why he was. I don't know.
Like Creed, but Cray or something.
Plus the title, right? The title's no good. Like called Legends.
I hate the
call it that shit Cray.
Call it that
yes.
Just Cray or something.
Yeah.
It's called
Cray.
Cray.
The most generic title possible.
Yeah.
The Cray brothers.
Legend.
The Brothers Cray.
The Brothers Cray.
Who knows?
I think it's his Brothers Grimm.
Let's move on, Scott.
Yeah. Let's move on into the next review of the week, and that is In the Heart of the Sea, directed by Ron Howard, starring Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, Cillian Murphy, Benjamin Walker, Tom Holland, Brendan Gleeson, and Ben Whishaw. This is a movie about the ship Essex, which is voyaged to the Pacific and its subsequent sinking as a result of a sperm whale, which inspired the tale of Moby Dick. So let's get into it. Anyone want to start us off this week? Anyone have any thoughts about In the Heart of the Sea?
Tim's looking at me funny. Nah. What are you looking at?
This was about what I thought it would be.
Okay. Which was? What did you think of it?
All right.
Well, moving on. First trailer.
It's okay. It's pretty much what I thought this movie would be from the trailer. I'm like, yeah, it's hitting all the notes I thought it would. Yeah.
Okay. Not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
So exactly, I thought it would be just average.
Yeah. Pretty average. Classic Ron Howard.
I think I'd have to agree with that. I wouldn't say it was necessarily there were a lot of scenes that I thought were really, really well done. Like especially when they were actually I can't really go into a lot because of the spoilers. A lot of just gorgeous cinematography wise, the colors. Like
not a fan.
No, I thought it was bleak, but it was good. It was washed out, but it was kind of nice because it kind of fit.
Yeah, I mean, for the viewers out there, the visuals, it reminded me of Mad Max almost because it had those bright, intense oranges in some scenes, and the really intense blues. Yeah. The color correction was very obvious. I don't know. Do you guys notice that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was well done though.
No, I'm not saying it's well done.
Okay. Mad Max.
I'm not saying
very
it's
well done.
I'm saying it reminded me of Mad Max, where the color correction is very obvious.
I would have to say it reminded me of especially at the beginning. I can't even. I'm not even sure. It's a story being told, right? This is the story.
Moby Dick type. People know the story.
Okay, so there's the very beginning where you see Ben Whishaw and he's taking down the story, right?
Right. So Ben Whishaw.
I knew it.
He plays Herman Melville in the film, which that's one aspect that I did like.
Okay.
Who was the author of Moby Dick?
Yes.
And he's meeting Brendan Gleeson's character, who is sort of set in later days. Who was a sailor on the ship, and he was trying to, get a story out of Brendan Gleeson and learn about what happened on the ship to sort of get an idea for a story that he wanted to write.
Okay, good.
I like that part. You had a point there.
Yes. So just that color scheme when he's initially meeting him reminded me a lot of Guillermo del Toro, the really intense dark blacks, blues, stuff like Greens. That, especially in. What's the movie we just saw? Crimson Peak.
I see it.
Yeah.
The candlelight.
The candlelight, the dark, the dark blues, greens, stuff like that. The shadow.
Set design, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me jump in. Sorry, if Guillermo del Toro did this movie, how about that, guys?
That whale would have 5 eyes.
The whale
would have tentacles.
Yeah. Pacific Rim, Part 2. In
giant
the heart
robot.
of the Pacific.
You see the whale fighting a giant robot.
Moby Dick versus giant robots.
Make it happen.
In the heart of the Pacific Rim. I'm in.
Adam, what do you think of In the Heart of the Sea? I want to know.
Well, you guys all thought Legend was okay, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all thought In the Heart of the Sea was okay, and I thought the same. Ron Howard is not great. He's the safest possible pick. If you need a movie done as safe as possible and you want to take 0 risks and come in right on time, get it out by the deadline, have not a cent spent over budget, and just get whoever the hottest actor is at the time, Ron Howard's your man. It's just the most typical. I knew this from the trailer also.
Okay.
It's the most typical Hollywood kind of I know it's not necessarily a biopic, but felt kind of biopic-y, just super safe vanilla.
Yeah.
looked a lot of budget cutting with like a lot of green screens where they didn't need to be. Really ugly cinematography wise, washed out. Like you were saying, washed out.
I didn't mind that though.
You thought it was ugly.
Ugly, yeah.
Yeah, movie's not good looking.
There's actually I can give you specific scenes.
I disagree a little bit.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
When Chris Hemsworth
Okay.
Chris Hemsworth's on the farm with his wife, it's clearly a green screen, like I don't even know what to call it, field.
Like a painting?
Okay, so
like 80s movies painting?
You guys couldn't leave the lot and go down to a field and take a shot like of him on a field. You had to like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, once it's go and CGI full forest.
I want to jump in about the
nice
CG because certain parts of it, you're like, oh man, come on, like the farm and other scenes like in the harbor scenes and stuff like that. You're like, okay, this is like in a lot, right? Obviously,
yeah.
But then other parts, I was pretty amazed by the visuals. Like I did enjoy the visuals.
Amazed by the visuals.
No, these look pretty mediocre to me.
Wow, I'm amazed at your comments.
I mean, the scenes where like they're on the boat and the waves are crashing. Like when the camera's actually like physically on the boat, you can tell it's a set. And when they do like a wide shot, the lighting's completely different. The water looks different. I'm like, okay, this is a wide shot.
Everything looks like stale.
Yeah, I'm like, this is pure CGI, and that's cut back into the boat, and like the water looks different, and the lighting looks different, and the camera style is different.
Yep.
Right.
Wow.
I will not to shit on it completely. The underwater stuff looked good when the whale was underwater. I thought
that looked cool.
Which is much easier to do because you're hidden by the darkness of the water.
Okay, tell me you guys weren't. I keep using this word, but amazed when Hemsworth was swimming when the boat was on fire. He's swimming underneath the water, shot from below, of the fire above.
That was cool.
Tell me that wasn't a good shot.
I'll give you that. Yeah, that looked good.
There was some good visual moments.
But amazed is way too generous. I
wouldn't say it would amaze me the whole time, but there was some like wow shots that I enjoyed, I guess.
No, not even wow.
No, me either. Yeah.
They looked like that stuff looked like I was like okay with it. I wasn't like distracted. I was like okay, like this we're in a movie here. But then some stuff like a lot of the stuff of the waves kind of crashing onto the ship, like the water just looked so fake. And obviously a lot of the whale stuff, like when the whale actually comes out of the water, just so obviously like distractingly. I'm like, wow, this is so CGI.
There's one shot with the giant tail of the whale, like the giant fin. That one actually, I really really liked.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were gonna say it looked fake.
No, it did not look fake at all to me. Actually, I thought
really? It didn't take me out of it. A lot of those scenes.
I don't know. I'm a stickler for CGI. I just hate, like, I can't say, but I don't know.
You should get a practical giant whale.
Yeah, like, how do you...
Exactly, like, you can't do this without being CGI.
Like, exactly, like, how else are you going to do it?
They could have spent longer. I mean, I've seen good CGI.
Like Planet of the Apes.
This is not an example.
Good CG, but I know it's CG. I'm not like, wow, they got, really like, real good apes?
Like District 9, Planet of the Apes.
But I still understand that it's CG. Like, I think the CG on some of the whales was good, and some parts of it, and even though I knew it was CG, it didn't take me out of it. Like, obviously in District 9, I realized these aliens aren't real, but it's CG.
But if they look good enough, your mind, you can...
And that's what happened to me in this movie.
Disbelief. Really?
It's for some of it. Some of them obviously took me out of it. That's what I was saying, like, it's like half and half. This movie, it wasn't consistent with the CG for me. Some scenes it was really bad, and others it didn't take me out of it. Like I accepted.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
for the most,
I can't agree with you all fully.
Slapping. So fuck you.
Basically.
Yeah, I'll go kill myself. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like an old man now. I tune out when it's all CG, unless it's like something I'm interested in with characters. If there's a giant CG whale like attacking a ship, I'm just like, nope.
Okay, here's one thing I want to bring up, and this is totally stepping away from CG because I've been having to defend CG a little bit here.
So we agree.
In the heart of the sea, we agree to disagree.
Okay.
The one thing that didn't do it for me in this movie was I don't understand like the characters. We couldn't get into the characters. We didn't understand, the backstories. They didn't delve into any of them that deep. Yes, we see some of Chris Hemsworth before with his wife, and with the Captain Pollard. Getting into how his family has a name, like a whaling history. But that was it. Cillian Murphy, he was great.
I literally forgot he was in this.
I liked every scene he was in. I was like, Cillian Murphy, like, he's a great actor. Like, love him.
Great.
Tom Holland, again, I realize it's Brendan Gleeson. Like, that's his backstory there, the connection there. But there's no backstory. There's no, I don't know. And Ben Whishaw again, all the other characters. I just wish there was more. I wish they delved deeper into these characters. There's some missed opportunity there.
Yeah, like, I think I enjoyed Ben Whishaw interviewing Brendan Gleeson more than the actual flashbacks themselves.
Yeah.
I really like that. I love those two actors, Ben Whishaw.
Yeah, that was
together.
done well.
I gotta say, the one thing that was
Really
constantly distracting for me was trying to figure out the nationality of Chris Hemsworth's character. Because his accent was all over the fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's get
His
into
was
this.
the roughest. They all weren't that great at the accent.
I agree.
But I guess it's like pre-modern Boston accents, so they were kind of Boston-y accents.
Is there a point where all British people were trying a Boston
Yeah, exactly.
accent?
It sounded
Well,
like
they weren't.
Sorry,
Technically,
not
they weren't
British.
Boston.
Yeah,
they were
they're
from
from
Nantucket.
Nantucket,
But
it sounded very Boston at times. The other times, Hemsworth is just straight up Australian.
Yes, I couldn't get it. And I was just like, what are you doing?
here's the thing. Obviously, at this time period, like there's still a lot of British people.
It's odd, yeah.
It's not.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're not. It's still 1820s or something.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But I'm just
You
saying,
can forgive
pick
it a
one.
little bit, but like keep it consistent.
Don't do both.
they're not straight American accents.
Were
at
they
that point.
like? Were the British people back then trying to be American? Because that's what it sounds like in the movie. Chris Hemsworth's like, okay, all right, now going down to the harbor.
I didn't realize he was from Texas. Then.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't notice he was trying his hardest to do an American accent?
Oh yeah. It's
All right.
not his best.
Like, you hear the Australian coming out, and you're just like, no, just stop, man. Just fucking pick one, please.
There's a couple scenes I want to talk about that I like though. Like for example, Tom Holland going inside the whale.
Oh,
yes.
How insane was that?
We were like laughing our ass off at that part, and that was hilarious.
They just like threw him inside a dead
Oh,
corpse of a
God.
whale. Like how insane would that be in real life? And that's these things that they had to do
Yeah.
back then. It was
It was like
crazy.
maybe 2 cups of whale oil, and it's just
Yeah.
like, is that really
Of a
worth
whale.
it? I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put a child inside of a whale to get those last 2 cups.
yeah.
What do you get inside there?
That's the gold. No, it's not.
Was
That's
there
the
anything?
goal.
I mean, also I do want to bring up like I feel like in agreeing with you that Ron Howard was very safe with this movie. I feel like
And
with
all
the
his
whole
others.
like obviously it's not spoiler, with the what happens in the shipwreck. Obviously, like it happens, but what happens after it, and I can't really get into it, but
I know what you're
So you want
saying.
to save the whole thought for when you can say it?
I can still say it though,
Okay.
because I feel like if they went R-rated with this, imagine this to be
Yeah.
fully R-rated, and they could actually get into a lot more visually,
Not
and
just imply.
Oh, I got you.
instead of
okay.
just implying a lot of things. I feel like that would have been more ballsy to go that way.
Actually, bring that back up in the spoilers because I got something I want
I
to say.
will,
And
for
again,
sure.
that's Ron Howard just being like, what? It has to be PG-13. Okay, yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
We'll just change everything, I guess.
Yeah. Tim, you seem like you have a thought
I
brewing.
just want to compare it to Life of
Spit it
Pi, which was also like
Don't
animal
do that.
CGI animal boat wreck. Life of Pi is like one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's just like way down there.
So,
It's just like again, it's just like the effects.
yes.
I think took it out of me a lot. Again, I agree with you. They could have dealt more with them struggling to survive after the shipwreck. I think would have been a better story. Like get the whale attack out of the way quickly, and then deal with them like
even have one whale attack.
Yeah,
and make
'cause
it
they skip-
amazing.
like we know that they're surviving forever long, right? They skipped ahead like a lot.
Mhm.
They could have been like just
There's a whole
focus
movie
more.
there.
Yeah, focus more on them.
I'm totally blanking right
on
now
their
on the
struggles.
film that I watched this year. It's like one guy.
Cast Away.
No.
Free Willy.
Robert Redford on it.
Yeah, I was thinking
All is
that.
Lost. All is Lost.
All
is
is
fantastic.
Lost.
I love that movie.
This is like All Is
And they
Lost
could have
and
done
Life
that.
of Pi. mixed
Imagine
with
like
that.
if this
Yeah.
was done in the way All is Lost
Yeah.
is done. You know what I
Which
mean?
is
Like
way more real and
It's
see
funny.
more
That's
struggle.
what when you said the fire scene where he's swimming looked amazing. I thought of All Is Lost with the fire scene in that.
Yeah.
And how practical it was, and good looking. and how not practical this one was.
Basically, yeah.
But, Thor and Spider-Man are in this movie.
Yeah, and they talk. It's great.
And they talk, so...
They do talk.
It's basically Avengers.
I also want to mention
Come on.
Ron Howard's
Moby
the
Dick.
Avengers.
Like, this movie is inspired Moby Dick, right? I wish that the actual whale itself wasn't in it that much. Like, and obviously the few scenes where he, attacks them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I wish there was more... obviously, this wasn't Moby Dick.
You wanted to see more dick in this movie. You did.
There
one.
There wasn't as much dick as I wanted.
I agree.
After seeing Love and other films, he needs more dick.
I
need more dick in my life.
I agree.
But, I mean, obviously the story of Moby Dick is about Captain Ahab, getting his revenge on Moby Dick. And it's all about the relationship there. And that's what made it a good book. I've actually read Moby Dick. I don't know about you guys. But it made it for a great story. Like a revenge. It's like man versus nature. This movie was very, all over the place.
We can probably get into that in spoilers, because that comes up at the end, sort of, and I want to mention
Let's rate this puppy.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's dive into the heart of the sea.
Let's dive into the whale.
Start with you.
We're going with a heavy 2, I think. Heavy 2. So, 2.5 letterbox, just flatline, mediocre, middle of the road.
Wow.
Scott?
Heavy 3. Heavy 3 out of 5 reels for me.
What did you give Legend?
Ty.
Oh,
Hang on. What did you give Legend?
Legend's a 3.
And In the Heart of the Sea is a heavy 3.
Yeah.
Adam's looking at the rage hard here.
Agree to disagree.
Hard C will be a light 3.
That's more like it.
Yeah, I'm with Tim on this. It's a light 3 for reals for me as well.
That's... Okay. Interesting. Spoilers. Let's get into it.
So I have a spoiler. This is my last time on this fucking podcast. You're dead to me.
As I alluded about the Moby Dick tie-in, at the end, he pretty much says, "No, my books can be a work of fiction. I'm not going to use most of what you told me."
Ooh.
It just found it odd. He was so determined to get the story, and then at the end, he's just like, "Yeah, I'm going to use some of it."
Yeah, I might. I'll change it up a bit.
I'm going to change up the names and the characters. You guys aren't very interesting. I'm just going to use the idea of a giant whale. I could have come up with that myself. It just seemed odd. That was his inspiration. Was this story when it has nothing to do with Moby Dick, right?
I mean, obviously they're tied to Moby Dick is a real book that was written. He's a real character.
Exactly. No,
you can't sugarcoat what his decision to leave out the elephant in the room, the cannibalism that happened.
What?
There was no cannibalism in Moby Dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's no. It doesn't have. Obviously, it inspired Moby Dick. Yeah. Moby Dick is a very different story than In the Heart of the Sea.
Odd that it happened in real life. I mean, I don't know how real it was that he went out and sought out this character. I don't know if that actually happened or not, but it just seems they could have left out his character in the book or in the movie. It could have just been.
So I guess the backstory there is that Herman Melville wrote it based on Chris Hemsworth's character Owen Chase, who wrote a sort of memoir about what happened, and that was released soon after the actual experience happened, and that was the basis for Moby Dick, not him meeting with Brendan Gleeson's character.
So I don't know why they did that, because it just seems odd that he would spend so much time and money to hear the story, and then being like, "Okay, thanks, giant whale."
But here's the thing,
going with it.
It is very interesting because
it's Hollywood, though.
I don't think Chase's memoir touched on the cannibalism much, because I think the connection there is that Thomas Nickerson is the character played by Brendan Gleeson. He wrote his own memoir, which was lost and then found in 1984 and republished. So Herman Melville didn't even use his account when he wrote Moby Dick.
Did it mention cannibalism at all? Do you know?
Yeah, that was the basis for the book. Someone wrote a book about his account, and that was the basis for In the Heart of the Sea, based on Thomas Nickerson's account.
Interesting.
So
odd. It could have just gone straight into the whale story, I think, and not bothered with the.
We could have done without this.
Although I did love that part of the movie. I'm just saying they could have done without that and just gone full whale with whale attack straight at the beginning, and then them surviving would have been a better movie.
I kind of agree, even though that's probably my favorite part, the bookend.
Yeah. You don't need that. I think it would have been better if they just did the whale story.
I almost wish they just did Moby Dick.
Yeah. Or you just do Moby Dick, yeah.
Why don't you just do Moby Dick?
Yes.
I'm kind of a little
That's kind of what I thought.
I would have been a lot more interested in Melville's story a little bit more. If they actually explained a little bit more about why he was doing this, why it was so important to him. Like they touched on it briefly, like how he was afraid and he was vulnerable about doing this. But I wanted to see more.
It doesn't make for a big Hollywood blockbuster CG fest.
Oh yeah, because this did really well.
Yeah.
I think it bombed actually at the box office, but
did it? That's
didn't do so well.
It did not knock Hunger Games off its top.
No.
Did not.
Well, good.
Yeah, like I was gonna say earlier about the R rating, about the cannibalism. Like they could have gone into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like they didn't. Not that I wanted to see cannibalism on screen.
I did.
But they showed nothing. It was like
There
wasn't blood everywhere. Like you think they
had some really clean bones on the bottom of the boat at one point.
They're like compatriots there.
Ew.
They're
like there wasn't even any blood or anything.
Yeah, there was just
the bone was completely white.
Look, there was a femur just sitting there, and there was nothing.
PG-13, gentlemen.
Like the boats would have been covered in blood. They butchered their own crewmates on a tiny little raft. There would be blood everywhere.
Do they even I don't even think they say cannibalism or say we ate him. They say it's Brendan Gleeson saying we did what we had to do.
Unspeakable things.
And then the black guy just dies and then cut next scene. Yeah. They don't even actually acknowledge. They don't even. You know what I mean?
Well, after they ate him, they got some wet naps and cleaned themselves up and scrubbed out the boat.
Pretty much.
Didn't want to stay in the wood, right? So they cleaned everything up.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, there was some. I did like the back and forth between Pollard and.
You mean young Colin Firth?
The captain. Basically, yeah. Between the captain and Owen Chase, Chris Hemsworth. I like that back and forth, but again, it's something they didn't delve into enough. Yeah. They didn't explore that enough for me. They kind of left it after a while. Yeah. And just continued with
they had their one big scene where they yelled and stuff, and then after that they're pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah. It was odd, yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Just the focus. There was a lost focus.
I thought of something. I saw a featurette for this on TV, this movie, and Ron Howard was like, I'm taking an indie approach to this movie. I'm pouring my heart and soul. Me and Chris, coming off Rush, we wanted to do something with an epic scale blockbuster, but with the indie heart.
Yikes.
No. This movie could have been made by a computer. Or a robot.
It was.
Yeah. You know what? This movie was made by a robot. His name's Ron Howard.
Wow. You guys have any other scenes you want to talk about, or any other things to mention spoiler-wise?
I think we wasted enough time talking about this.
Okay.
It's not in my heart to talk about.
Sorry about your most anticipated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was my...
Oh, wow.
Now...
Heavy 3.
Get wrecked.
Now the narrative comes into play. That explains the Heavy 3.
Sorry, bro. And Everest.
You son of a bitch.
Obviously, The Revenant and Sicario were actually on top of those lists.
Nope.
But you guys used them.
Sure.
Already. Wow. Ruthless. Let's move on into our news topics this week, though. Firstly, we got a lot of trailers we got to get through here. X-Men Apocalypse. Directed by Bryan Singer, starring a plethora of actors. Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence.
Macbeth.
All your favorites are back.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's back.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Sheridan.
James McAvoy.
Mm-hmm. Wolverine.
Sansa Stark pops up as young Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
He's having a big couple years.
Oh, yeah.
What do we guys think about Apocalypse? Tim, let's start with you.
Trailer's pretty good. Yeah. Didn't get me pumped.
Nice.
Again, thanks, Tim.
No, yeah. This episode just seems so bleh. Yeah, the trailer's okay. I remember seeing the Days... I remember seeing the Days of Future Past trailer and being like, yes!
Yeah.
Fucking pumped. This one, I'm like...
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't many,
Oscar Isaac's speech is great. His voice is great in this.
Yeah.
There wasn't many wow moments where you're in some trailers, they give you goosebumps. Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm getting hype.
Yeah.
I was just okay with this trailer, It did its job. Yeah. And at the end reveal of McAvoy as Professor X
with the bald head. You think that's gonna be the last scene in the movie? That'd be hilarious. And the movie ends with him just turning.
Oh god.
Bald head.
Bald, yeah.
X door
That's
closed.
his prep for the final battle. No, he's definitely gonna have that for the end of the movie. Yeah. Third act. I didn't care when that happened. It wasn't he's bald. Why do we care? Why is this a big thing?
I don't know. I think
it's not essential.
I think I was less interested in it because I think I saw him go on one of the talk shows, and I saw him with a bald head, and it was just like, oh, like, whoa, why is he bald? What's going on? I'm like, oh, okay.
He's Professor X.
Professor X, and then like that kind of took away from it, I think.
Funny story, when he did the first one, he showed up the first day with his head shaved, and they're like, actually...
We're not ready for that.
You have hair in this movie.
Really?
He's like, shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and it's a wig he had to wear.
Come back in 6 years.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm amazed. He
James,
did
nobody asked you to do this. Like, you didn't need to.
Bro, did you read the script?
Professor X, right? Bald, right? Okay, good. Shave it.
What do you think of the trailer, though, Ty?
I gotta agree with Tim. Bleh. I think I'm kind of excited for it, I guess, but this trailer didn't really get me there.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried. I can see what they were doing. They didn't reveal any like big scenes or anything really. It was just action shots.
You don't really know who's on what. Like you don't know what teams we're looking at. Is Fassbender with us? Is he against us? Like what's going on with them with that storyline?
Well, I mean, Fassbender is one of the four men of the apocalypse, four horsemen of the apocalypse.
One of the four horsemen.
Yeah.
I did not.
Along
Storm,
with
Archangel,
Storm, Angel, is it Archangel, and
who you don't see in this trailer.
Olivia Munn.
What's Olivia Munn?
Psylocke.
Yeah, she's also one of the other four horsemen.
You don't really see her in this trailer. Which is interesting.
Maybe I have to
briefly,
rewatch and see if there's a quick shot of her.
You see Olivia Munn.
Briefly,
Briefly,
right?
Yeah.
She doesn't do much.
Yeah.
And then it's clearly like they get the young Jean
Nightcrawler,
Grey, Sansa Stark in there, Ty Sheridan, and
did you guys see Nightcrawler there as well?
and Nightcrawler as well.
I saw Nightcrawler.
Looks like he's gonna be pretty depressed emo kid.
Yeah,
Nerdcrawler.
We do get the return of Quicksilver, Evan Peters.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to another Quicksilver scene.
Apparently, there's a big Quicksilver scene in this movie.
Love it.
Spoilers.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, no, I'm not seeing it.
Obviously, they have to use him like it's an obvious thing. So I am looking forward to that. But Adam, what are your thoughts on Apocalypse?
My thoughts, huh?
Yes, please, if you will.
Dying to know.
Let's just say it felt like Ron Howard directed this trailer because
Safe.
it did not move the needle for me whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I was hyped, I still am. I think it'll be a great movie.
Yeah.
I was hyped for this movie when they announced it before Days of Future Past. It actually took the wind out of Days of Future Past sales for me because this is like a beloved comic book story that people never thought would get made. Shout out to John Campea, famously said for years, my dream comic book movie is X-Men Apocalypse, but they'll never do it. They're finally doing it now. It's like a Civil War type thing.
Yeah.
Seems like doing Thanos and stuff like that.
Right.
Never thought they would ever do that.
Even Avengers, before
a
few years ago, right?
Batman v Superman.
Dreams turning into a nightmare, but
yeah.
just as a trailer though, I have to judge the trailer, not what I think the movie will be. Just did nothing for me. Some of the moments, I could see them being like, "Oh, they're gonna. This is a wow moment." They're just very video gamey.
Yeah.
Archangel flying in, Apocalypse just kind of doing Day After Tomorrow on the San Francisco Bridge, which has been
those shots are just meh for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Did they pull that from Day After Tomorrow? That could be stock footage. I don't
Yeah, at this point, it's all stock of the Golden Gate Bridge exploding. Was that New York City? I don't even.
Maybe they just took the scenes from Last Stand and just took those.
The one scene I'm really pumped
think
for
they did.
is Apocalypse was pinning down Xavier, and
I was
grows.
just going to mention that.
Sick.
It was giant
Really?
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure. I'm not too familiar with the character. What are his powers? Do you guys? What's his power?
I know he has
Everything,
forms.
man.
Apparently, he's
I know
just.
he has he evolves.
Yeah.
Cell.
He has evolutions.
Yeah, he get that's probably his final form. That growing situation.
Apocalypse is
So,
evolving.
he has a whole host of powers.
He's
I'm assuming he's just omnipotent.
he's a god. He's the whatever
God.
The first ever mutant. So he's super powered.
All right. Any other thing about Apocalypse?
I
No?
don't know. Wish the trailer's better.
Yeah, hopefully they'll do better with the
pretty
next trailer.
pretty middling. I think it'll be a good movie.
Yeah.
but
I'm not.
Yeah, we all
the trailer didn't. On to the next movie trailer that we're going to talk about here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Out of the Shadows.
Tricky.
Starring Megan Fox, I guess. What do we think of this trailer? Have you guys seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The first one?
You mean the first one, the one before this
The
one?
one directly preceding this?
No.
Okay.
I have.
Okay. Adam, let's start with you then. Do you
Am
want
I
to see
the
the
only one
sequel?
who has?
I think so.
Shit.
Do you want to see the
Here
sequel
we
now?
go. Let me start by saying the first one looked atrocious, and it's not atrocious.
I've heard it's okay.
It's a 2.5 on Letterboxd. It's not offensive.
Okay.
It's not offensive.
2.5.
I expected it looked like a 0, Scott.
Okay. You know what? That's fair.
When you put it in that way, right?
Yeah.
The beginning of this trailer, I will say, I was all in. I was like, all in is a strong. Let me backpedal. I wasn't all in, but I was like,
You might Netflix it.
yes, Netflix and chill it. I was like, this is capturing the feeling of my nostalgia toward the cartoon. When they roll up in the turtle van playing Tricky, I was like, this is Ninja Turtles. This is perfect. Like, perfect mix of like camp and somewhat,
Style
cool.
and,
like the action mode's cool. Throwing the manholes or whatever they're launching
Manhole
at them.
covers, yeah.
And then it devolved into chaos. By the time Bebop and Rocksteady,
Bebop and Rocksteady.
whatever,
Oh man.
they went right back to 2004 with the CGI for them. Like, that's hideous. Talking about, like, the whale in the Heart of the Sea looked amazing compared to that.
Oh, definitely.
I was like, what is going on right now? That did not hit the nostalgia feels for me. I was like, get me out of here. But the first half of the trailer, I was more in than I thought it would be. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, for me...
Maybe it won't be atrocious. Like I said, the first one isn't atrocious.
It'll be a movie.
It'll be a movie that people see.
And that is the goal there, to be a movie.
You know what? I'll say TMNT better than the last 3 Transformers movies.
Okay.
This movie obviously directed by Michael Bay.
Produced,
not directed.
Sorry, not directed.
Director
Sorry,
of
mistake. Produced is what I meant.
Echo something? Live
Earth to Echo.
Earth to Echo. So
Thrilling. But it definitely feels like a Michael Bay.
Oh,
Yeah, he had his hands all over this.
Yeah.
No, we possible ghost directing situation.
For me, I mean, it's again. I want to like this, and then like you said, the second half.
Were you kind of in at the beginning?
A little bit, yeah.
You're like, oh shit, maybe.
Reluctantly, I will say, I was kind of in.
See.
Well, here's my thing. I didn't grow up watching them. I didn't watch the cartoons.
Get the fuck out.
Sorry, I didn't. I didn't have the pajamas. I didn't have the toys. I didn't have
I
anything.
don't have
I
a
literally
connection
had
to the
everything
Ninja
you just
Turtles.
said.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does that not surprise
Pajamas,
me?
toys.
I hadn't watched them, and then a friend at work, Steph, shout out to Steph. She recommended I watch the 1990 version, and I did.
Surprisingly dark.
Oh,
Good.
Cowabunga, dude.
I enjoyed it. I saw the trailer for the first one. Nope.
Looked atrocious.
I zero interest,
Telling you,
and so I
it's
never
not
saw it.
Atrocious.
This one, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Gripping stuff.
That was like, I don't know.
So
I'll give-
Apocalypse and TMNT 2, same level.
So, pretty much.
I don't know.
Like,
Meh.
the trailer for this, I don't know. Like,
Just kidding.
Apocalypse, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
For this,
Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
kidding.
I gotta say,
Oh,
this doesn't make me want to see it. It
Yeah.
didn't make me want to see it. Like, it was kind of like an exciting trailer, but then at the same time, I'm like, I'm probably not going to see this
Yeah.
in theaters. Like, this doesn't make me want to see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me want to pay money to see
I
this.
should clarify my
See a
girlfriend.
tank fly out of a river somehow. Like, I don't understand. I'm just confused. Adam, you have something to say about it?
That scene looked 1,000 times better than anything in The Heart of the Sea.
What?
That scene looked real. I'm saying visually, the CGI looked real.
That looked 100% fake. That was horrible. Are you kidding me?
Do a side by side of In the Heart of the Sea trailer with this. Listeners, comment whatever you want. That the water in that looked. That scene
Fake.
looked better than
It looked
anything in
fake.
The Heart of the
It
Sea.
looked-
Anything.
It looked like straight on a computer. It looked like a video game.
Great.
I love this.
I'm like, how did?
How
they
does
do
a
this?
tank
I couldn't
fly out of
describe
a
it.
river?
I'm not questioning the logic. I'm saying it looked.
But it looked.
real.
That alone made it look horrible.
No, it looks real. We will rewatch it. We pause this. We will rewatch it.
Can you
son
pause
of
the
a bitch.
podcast, please?
It looked atrocious.
It looked fantastic. How dare you? You're dead to me.
Oh my god, I can't believe this right now.
It's Fantastic Four.
You guys saw the trailer. You have nothing.
I'm not even
10.
away, and I'm having way too much fun with this.
Do you? Can
I
you guys
grew up-
weigh in, please?
I will talk because I've been talking
about this
trailer
specific
yet.
scene. Okay,
It looks
give your
decent,
thought.
actually. I agree with Adam.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I've seen the original 3 when I was a kid.
Me
Grew
too.
up with the toys. Had I forgot the thing, Krang's base, that big round
Yup.
mobile thing. Dimension X looks like it's going to pop up a little bit in this one. I'm going to go back and watch the first one. This got me excited, actually. Nostalgia was just all over the place. If Krang pops up in this movie,
you're going to lose it.
I'm going to lose my shit. They got Bebop and Rocksteady.
They kind of have to go for broke.
The original My Boys, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, this is like 7-year-old
That's what I said.
Tim.
They went full cartoon on
Full
this
nostalgia.
one. And
They have to, right? Because
and
the first one wasn't. I mean, it was sort of middling. Like
the first one seemed like it almost took itself too serious.
Yeah.
Well, they have to go full.
This one looks like they've gone full, made like Turtles cartoon. I'm just like I'll see it. I'm not gonna see it in theaters.
You're selling me a little bit on wanting to see it.
Should
I'm
see
gonna
Tim's
wait
face when he
until
says that.
it comes on Netflix.
I'm not going to see it in theaters, I swear.
I swear to God, I'm not seeing it. I'll wait until it pops up on Netflix.
I want to clarify, my girlfriend dragged me to the first one. Literally dragged me in the theater.
But I'll check out the first one. I might even review it next week. Who knows?
Oh, shit.
Who knows?
Wow.
We'll see.
Yeah, I didn't hate the trailer. It looks like mindless popcorn kind of fun. I'll say
right.
it. I'll say it. It looks fun, damn
Which is
it.
fucked to say, because like Batman v Superman trailer I hate. That movie looks terrible. And this I'm willing to be like excited for.
How fucked is
But
that?
I have no real expectations for this. That's the problem.
why, because we're expecting a
Expectations
turd.
are so low.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Let's talk about low expectations. Legend of Tarzan trailer.
I'm saying this right now.
What do we
Oh
think
my god,
about it?
he's jumping in.
I'm firing this off right now. If Phil Collins isn't doing the soundtrack for this, I'm not in. I am not in at all.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all based on Phil Collins.
That's it.
And you're in if he does do it.
If he does, I will totally see it. Otherwise, nope.
Fuck.
Nothing.
So that's your thoughts on the trailer?
Yep.
So this movie starring Alexander Skarsgård as Tarzan himself, Margot Robbie as Jane, Christoph Waltz as some bad guy,
Some villain.
Belgian guy,
Belgian.
Name Belgian.
Samuel L. Jackson as some guy.
Who knows?
Guy with a gun.
Isn't Christoph Waltz is the bad guy in this?
I'm assuming.
I thought he was the character from like the Disney Tarzan, like Jane's dad or something. No.
I don't know.
No, he's
Ooh.
like,
He's
he's like the
bad.
poacher, obviously. Like the
He's dressed in all
Samuel
white
Jackson,
with a little
Jane's
like
dad,
hard hat.
she's adopted.
Yeah.
like Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
What do we think of Legend of Tarzan? Do you guys want to see this movie after
Adam,
this?
do you want to go with me on this one? On 3? 1, 2, 3.
Looks
Don't
surprisingly
care.
good.
Awkward.
Wow.
No, this looks terrible.
Jinx.
You didn't even, you barely saw Tarzan.
The Jungle
Like,
Book's going to be a better version of this.
This
clearly.
isn't Jungle Book is not Tarzan.
But this
I'm
looks
not-
going to be a
Go
better
ahead,
version.
Adam.
I'm not kidding.
You're not
Are
kidding.
you guys serious?
Yeah.
I expected.
I didn't say anything yet.
I didn't want to review this trailer. I'll just start here. I was like, no. Like, I'm not even watching this. Like, why? Like, no, please, God, no. This looks atrocious. Like, from the screenshots I saw of...
Skarsgård and
yes,
Margot Robbie.
Skarsgård. And then I saw this trailer, and it reminded me a lot of Peter Jackson's King Kong, which isn't a bad thing. Like, the first half of the trailer is very dark. Love Margot Robbie. Love Christoph Waltz. Their
Do
faces
you love them,
alone.
though? Outside of QT movies? Do you love them?
I guess if I hold up that, you're right. Not crazy.
Green Hornet, anyone?
Like, you don't have to be a good actor to be Tarzan, so Skarsgård should be fine. I mean,
What do you mean? I mean,
He's got the abs.
you have
what do I
to.
mean?
That's about it.
You have to be a good actor to be Tarzan. Is that
No,
right?
but I mean, obviously, if you give a good performance, you're gonna give. Obviously, you want a good actor, but I understand.
I don't need one. I'm saying, like, Chris Hemsworth is a perfect Thor. I would not say Chris Hemsworth is a good actor. That's what I mean, right?
yeah, it's very physical role, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't need, Christian Bale to be Tarzan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It'd be hilarious.
Just some of the gorilla stuff, like the close-ups, was Planet of the
Well,
Apes
Tarzan.
like with the quality of the CGI.
I did like the CG on the apes.
You agree with me?
I will agree on
this one.
I will agree on
this
this
trailer.
one.
I thought the CG on the apes was terrible.
Thank you. They don't look nearly as good as Rise or Dawn.
It's hard. It's tough.
They look
To match
they
it, but-
they
Yeah, I
look
was actually
terrible.
kidding, Tim. I'm sorry.
Oh, ruthless.
I was kidding.
You think the close up of those girls was terrible?
No, it's not terrible, but
Thank you.
it's not Rise or Dawn good.
No,
That's-
it's
okay,
not.
that's
It's not. I will give you that. But it
They
looked
don't have
better than
Andy
I thought.
Serkis doing
Hey,
that, though.
remember, I'm saying my expectations for this were that it was going to be
0.
putrid.
Andy Serkis only plays
And-
so many apes.
I don't know. So it's just some of the action sequences look cool. Tarzan just swinging through the jungle, like the CGI of that looked good. I didn't look as terrible. Like I thought it looked terrible. It doesn't look terrible. I will say I didn't like the stinger at the end of him sipping the tea. And Samuel Jackson like, hey, you were king of the jungle. What are you doing in here, motherfucker? And he had like his pinky up with the T. No, get it out. And then the crazy like slow-mo Superman punch into the gorilla face. No, get it out. But before that, it looked surprisingly
I mean, they have revealed some story points. Like, he's, in the context of the film, in the beginning, he's already, like, living in London and all this stuff. And then they bring him back to the jungle for whatever reason. I don't...
It's going to be tough to beat George of the Jungle, the Brendan Fraser classic.
See, he wrote... That
movie was great.
Tim,
is it really? When was the last time you saw it?
Probably when I was 8.
I liked it.
Yeah, right? It's pretty bad.
Have you gone back in time? TMNT 2 looks amazing to you. George of the Jungle is great.
George of the Jungle is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
It's
bad. It's bad. They just better use Tarzan Boy to go back to the sound.
As soon as I saw him sitting there in like the suit with just sitting there with the tea, I'm like, he looks like exactly Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle.
Oh God.
For me though, like, I just want to give my thoughts. Like, I feel like this movie will be like overlooked. It's gonna be forgotten.
Yes,
it's not gonna be a memorable movie. I feel like it could be interesting. There's potential, but I just have this gut feeling that it's not gonna be there. It's not gonna be quite there.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
like
very
Hercules
average.
or Dracula from the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dracula Untold.
Good,
you know what I mean?
Good reference.
Like interesting visuals and then visual look. Like, oh, this is interesting, but then the plot and everything just doesn't hit.
At all.
Yeah. But you guys have anything
Would you say it looks better than you were expecting? Like the trailer?
Yeah.
Like, what were you guys expecting? Something good?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, so I'm just still kind of.
I forgot this movie was even coming out.
Yeah.
To be fair.
But when you saw Tarzan trailer dropped, like, were you expecting something good?
I mean,
for me, I don't see how this could have not exceeded your expectations. Like, I was expecting utter garbage. You thought this was utter garbage?
No.
I won't be seeing this.
I don't think I will be either. But
yeah.
I don't know. The trailer isn't garbage. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't hate the trailer. I just have this gut feeling about the movie itself.
Yeah.
That it's not going to be that great.
Right, but if you're
fly under the radar kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think the movie would be great, but we're judging the trailer.
I didn't mind the trailer.
It was better than you thought, right?
I might see it, depending on the second trailer. Anyways, let's move on.
Fuck Tarzan. I agree.
Yeah. Let's move on into, we'll make it our last trailer of the day, and that is Independence Day. Resurgence. Not a sequel to the Divergent series.
Resurgent?
No.
Okay.
The sequel to Independence Day, not starring Will Smith. Although Jeff Goldblum is back. What do you guys think about Independence Day Resurgence? You guys excited for the sequel? Long awaited, maybe? I don't know. Did anyone
take this one?
Anyone ask for this movie? Go ahead, Adam.
First? I go first again.
Lead us off. Lead off hitter.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but a lot better than I expected. Didn't know Jeff Goldblum was in it at all.
Really?
Saw his face. Got a chubby. I was like, there's my boy.
And the actor's name I'm forgetting, but who played the president in the original?
Bill
Pullman.
Yes. He returns. I did not expect that.
Astonished when I saw his face. Nostalgia overload. I was like, holy shit, Independence Day, here we go. Some of the like destruction shots and like insane like CGI chaos, I don't even know what to call it. Just alien invasion or whatever.
Yeah.
Like looked better than any of the other generic stuff that we usually would see.
Yeah.
I thought.
I would agree.
And it just looked, I don't know, pretty fun and funny. Like overall as a trailer. I don't know about the movie. I have no idea. Roland Emmerich sucks, but
it was. I didn't realize who was directing.
He directed.
Roland Emmerich is wow. Okay. I will say Liam Hemsworth also.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a huge cringe moment.
So I hope,
I
hope his role is marginalized.
And when I
heard you
not a knock on Liam Hemsworth. Maybe it is.
When you see Liam Hemsworth, like literally just a small, quick cutscene, I heard him mentally cringe.
Although the lead girl from It Follows. Is in this as well, so I'm happy to see someone up and coming actress from like sort of an indie flick at a blockbuster.
But I was gonna say when I saw Jeff Goldblum, I was like, holy shit! If Will Smith is in this trailer, I'm fucking in. And then Brandon T. Jackson came in, and I'm like, ooh,
that was
rough.
Will Smith.
Yikes!
That was supposed to be Will Smith.
Is that like his son or something? Like, there's no way he's playing the same character.
No, it can't be the same
No,
character.
I was
All,
gonna say
like,
no.
20 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that brought it down. Brandon T. Jackson and Liam Hemsworth, those are cringe moments. But again, I don't know, I expected dog shit, and it was not dog shit.
Surprisingly.
I'm like, okay, maybe.
I did like the monologue. Like, there was some rhyme, like, rhyme in the monologue where they're like, this is, like, not just an American holiday, you know, it's going to be, like,
Well, they kind of had to, right? Like, the first one set such a bar for monologues.
Yeah.
Like, it has, like, one of the most famous speeches in a movie, I'd ever say.
For sure.
Yes, for sure.
So,
iconic.
You kind of had to go into this expecting that.
So I liked that. Gave me, like,
Of course they're going to have, like, homages.
Made me like it for sure. Overall, for me, like, I was surprised by it. I expected garbage. I'm with you, Adam. Like, this actually, I might actually see this.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll actually be seeing this.
That's
like,
what it did for me. I'm like,
and Jeff
God,
Goldblum,
I might see
like,
this.
he surprised me as well. Like, he actually looks pretty good in this movie.
I
Like,
think Jeff Goldblum always surprises me.
he looks great, like,
Budapest
physically.
Hotel.
Like, he's
Yeah,
pretty old
exactly.
now, right? Like, I've seen him recently in, like, some ads and stuff. He looks like ancient. Like,
He does.
like white hair. Like,
Yeah.
like
Not-
he looks old. But he's got, like, that, like, hipster haircut and everything
Yeah.
in this, too. Like,
I
he
just
looks
got
good.
the meta line, like, this is much worse than the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Sell your movie well, Roland.
Overall, like...
On to you, Tim. What do you think?
It is what it is.
All right.
I'll see it. Looks fun.
Over and out.
The first one's pretty great.
Yeah,
You'll see it.
It's
It
gonna
looks
be
fun.
hard.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's going to be hard to top the first one, for sure.
Holy shit. Ty?
Right.
Did you
Ty?
say what you thought of it?
Independence Day.
He hated it.
Resurgence.
Hit me. Just tell me. Just say it. Just
I'm hoping for a Dennis Quaid, or not Dennis Quaid, the other one,
Randy
Quaid cameo.
I don't
Holy
think that's
fuck.
possible. I'm pretty sure he's lying in a cave somewhere.
I think they track him down and arrest him and get his legal
Yeah.
issues sorted out.
For those who don't know, just Google Randy Quaid news and
Look up stuff in the last week, and I'm
Pretty
sure you'll
astonishing
find
things in
some
there.
sort of PR nightmare.
it's great.
Look in a convenience store near you. He might be hiding out there.
Look at Crazy Beards Weekly and see if he's on the front page. I've got to say, for this,
It's good. It's
thank
good.
you, Scott.
I like that. I giggled.
I am not excited for this at all in any way.
You son of a bitch.
You want to know why?
This is
Because
the most
Independence Day
anticipated movie of all
purist.
time.
no. Here's my problem: is the alien thing. Okay, it's not realistic because it's aliens. First of all, okay, fine. But they
Right.
took this and they jumped off the diving board with it. They took their technology and they made it absolutely insane.
They got to up the ante somehow.
There is no way this is like before. It was kind of somewhat realistic. They made it kind of realistic in Independence Day. It was just an invasion kind of thing. This, they're fighting back with alien technology. No, there is no sense of realism in this whatsoever. I'm out.
You were expecting realism.
You were expecting-
in
I was expecting
Independence Day.
something a little more realistic.
a little bit more grounded,
Really?
Yeah.
maybe.
No, it's like, yeah, since the first one, we've actually made our own star spaceships with advanced alien weapons.
Have you
And
seen the first movie?
yes, I have.
I think you might have missed the point.
Maybe I should go back and rewatch things. You guys are looking at me like I'm an idiot. So I'm going to go
It's a
rewatch it.
fun 90s camp action movie.
Yes, but I don't. This feels so
Like Christopher
far
Nolan.
out there.
Christopher Nolan isn't doing this.
To kind of agree with you, Ty, I mean, there's a famous scene of the White House exploding.
Yes.
That was like a
Spoiler
real
alert.
model that they blew up. Like, that was a pretty fantastic, like, real, effects shot.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, like, it's all CG in this. Like, that, I'm kind of sad that they aren't going. But, I mean, that's just the nature of today,
Yeah.
Not much we can do. Any other thoughts on Independence
The
Day?
theme of this episode is less CG, more practical.
Yes.
Like
I'd have to
next
say so,
weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, stay tuned for next week, guys.
Some movies coming out. I don't know. Okay.
Sisters,
Sisters.
starring Amy Poehler and
I think Star Trek's coming out next week.
Is it? Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek
J.J.
3.
Abrams.
Yeah, sorry, with J.J. Abrams, Star Trek 3 coming out next week.
No, it's Sister Trek. It's called.
Sister Trek,
Sister
of course. Sister Trek, the Wars edition.
No, of course, Star Wars.
Oh,
The Force Awakens. Are you kidding? Episode 7 coming out next week, guys. Definitely stay tuned for that. I think we're all a little hype. Less than a week, guys. I
Just a
can't-
little.
I don't even know how to contain myself right now.
it'll be okay.
But I think that'll do it for episode 24 of the Up Real Late podcast.
Guys, you can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate. And you can follow me on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
Tyler.
You can find us on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast, as well as on Facebook at Up Real Late Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Mogi6, MOGEY6, as well as on Letterboxd at Up Real Ty.
Yeah, update that, please, eh?
I just added the Grand Budapest.
Oh, snap.
Live?
Yes.
Get hype.
Bonus.
Yes.
You can find me, Adam, on Twitter at Franey25. That's FRANEY25. And on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam. Real like a fishing reel.
Follow me on Twitter, Scott, at S_Ellis71. And on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. Keep it real, guys.